good morning. I guess it's afternoon in England, maybe. I'm not sure what time it is, but it is morning here in Florida, and I just wanted to share my practice with you today because the workout program that I brought with me had yoga as today's workout, and I just thought it'd be better for me to do my own thing. So we're going to start lying down on our backs. You don't need any equipment today. So just grab your mat and lay down, and we'll start off here. So feet flat on the floor, take them kind of wide, knees falling in towards each other. Come down onto your back, palms facing up. Settle into your breath. Take a moment to scan your body. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere. Try to melt down into the floor. Release the tension from your forehead and your jaw. And then we're going to take our right knee into our chest, extend the left leg long, make some small circles with the whole right leg. And then in the opposite direction. And then go ahead and pull your knee into your chest. So bringing it up towards your armpit. Making any small micro movements that feel good, and then you can rotate in your ankle. On your next exhale, pull the knee a little bit further into the chest. We're going to lift the head and shoulders off the ground. Lift your left leg, hovering, and then let go of your leg, extending your arms along your body. Hold. Pull your navel in and back. And then we're going to extend the right leg up. And then slowly make your way up into a boat. Take a couple deep breaths here. Really try to bring your chest forward, spine long. And then we're going to take a deep inhale. Exhale, lean back. Inhale up. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. And then pull both knees into the chest. Rock back and forth. Release through your lower back. And then we'll extend right leg long, left knee comes into the chest. Make some big circles with the leg. And in the opposite direction. And then pulling it in, take the knee up towards the armpit. Try to make some small movements, rotating in the ankle. Noticing any differences in between the way this side feels and the way the other side felt. And then we'll pull our head and shoulders off the mat. Pull your right leg up so it's hovering. Deep inhale, release the arms along the side of the body. And then we'll extend the left leg long. Deep inhale. On your exhale, make your way up to boat. Knees pressing together. Roll the shoulders back. Inhaling here and going back to those crunches. So we'll lean back for 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it back. Squeeze your knees together and release down. Knees into chest, rock side to side. Take your arms out into a T. We're going to just let the knees drop over to the right. Easy twist. You can bring your gaze up towards the sky or over your left shoulder. And then slowly come back up to center and let them drop over to the other side. Just relaxing your right arm back, not forcing the shoulder down. Fully inhaling and pulling the navel in on your exhale. On your next inhale, make your way back to center, knees into the chest one more time, and then we'll rock forward and back on the mat, rocking along the spine. All the way up to seated. So you can take cross legs here, roll your shoulders back, inhale, arms up, exhale, twist over towards the right. Inhale, both arms up, really reach tall, exhale, twist left. Inhale up to center, and then exhale, fold forward over your legs. Just relax your body down. And then inhale, come back up to center, switch the cross in your legs. So again, notice if this feels any different between each side. So it always feels different in my left leg, depending on which leg's in front. We're going to inhale, arms up. This time right arm's going to come down, left arm bends over. Inhale, back up. Exhale over to the other side. Try to keep your chest opening towards whatever's in front of you, maybe even up a little bit towards the sky. Inhale up, and then exhale, fold forward again. Try to allow your hips to relax here. And then inhale, slowly come back up to center. Make your way over onto all fours. So knees under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow. Exhale as you press away. Pull the navel in. Inhale forward. Exhale to press away. And then walk your hands one step forward, and we'll bring ourselves to downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out the legs. Bending the knees a little this first time since our legs aren't very warm. And we'll all come up onto our tippy toes together. Bend the knees really deep. Send your belly down to your thighs. Get your spine really long, and then begin to straighten your legs just as much as feels good. Holding here, take a couple of breaths. Try to hide your armpits in towards your face. And then we're going to take our right hand across to our left leg, opening over towards the left. Try to keep your hips even with one another, only twisting through the upper body. Navel pulled in. And then place that hand back down and take the left hand across to the right. Exhale, come just back to center. And then we're going to walk our hands back to our feet, coming to a fold. Leaving the knees bent a little bit. Try to bring your spine long. Inhale halfway up. Really roll your shoulders back and away from your ears. And then fold back down. And we'll take our feet wide and sit the hips down for a squat. So if you're feeling tight here, it's fine to have your heels off the ground and your hands down on the floor. Try to bring the chest forward so we're not hunching wherever we are. Chest pressing forward. And just allowing the body to gently get used to the idea of stretching. And on your next exhale, we'll come back to that forward fold, walk back out to downward facing dog. And inhale your right leg up. Bend your knee, open your hips, and draw some big circles. And in the opposite direction. And then we'll step our foot up to our hand for a low lunge. So back knee will come down. Hug your inner thighs in towards each other. Make your way up. Inhale, arms up. And then if you can reach the floor with your right hand, we're going to lean over to the right. Still hugging the inner thighs in. Exhale, come back to center. Take the hands on top of the knee. And we're going to just press a little bit deeper into this. And then back off. Press in. Back off. And press in one more time. Holding here. Really pressing your left hip flexor forward. And then take the hands down to the mat. Switch your weight back to your back leg and lean over. So you notice how my hip is still over my knee. I'm not all the way down back here. We want to keep hip over the knee so that you can really get the stretch. Your tailbone's trying to reach back behind you. Every time you exhale, maybe coming a little tiny bit lower. And then shift the weight back forward. Frame your front foot, step back to plank. So we're going to hold plank here. I'm going to adjust my mat. Take your right hand down to the center. Inhale, open up for side plank. Really try to reach those hips up, and if it feels good, you can lift your left leg up as well. Exhale, back down to center. Left hand comes down to the center. Turn to open up, side plank the other way. Exhale, take the hand back to center, come down to your knees, chest and chin. Swim your legs back. Inhale, just the chest up. Exhale, down, tuck your toes, hips back to heels, downward facing dog. So again, keeping the knees bent, pull the armpits inward. And then we'll inhale, left leg up, bend your knee, draw some big circles. And looking forward, step the foot up to the hand for your low lunge. Hug your inner thighs towards each other. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then if it feels good, left hand will come down and we'll stretch over towards the left. Inner thighs squeezing together. Inhale, come back to center. Hands on the knee and we'll press a little deeper. Thighs still squeezing in. Back off. Press in. Back off. And last time, pressing in. And we'll take the hands down, switch your weight back. So hip over the knee, reaching your chest forward, thighs still squeezing in. Every time you exhale, maybe coming a little further down. On your next exhale, bend back into the front leg, frame the foot with the hand, step back to plank, holding. So make sure your buns aren't up in the air like this and you're not sagging down. We're pulling the hips towards the ribs and pressing the space between the shoulder blades away from the floor. And then right hand will come to center. Inhale, open up for side plank to the left. Left leg can come up. Try to lift your hips high. Exhale, back to center. Left hand comes to center, open up to the other side. Exhale, back to center. Come down to knees, chest and chin. Swim your legs back. Inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, lower down, hips back to heels, downward facing dog. When you get there, our feet are going to come wide. Hands walk back to the feet again. Forward folding for a moment. And then we'll sink our hips down for our squat. So noticing if it feels a little bit better this time. If you can, shoulders rolled back, hands to the chest, press your knees open. And then if it feels good, we're going to take our hands down to the floor, lean our weight forward, and just press into our knees, opening them a little bit more. Try to relax any muscles that are holding against this stretch. And then walk yourself back. So either doing that again, or if you want to take crow, now's our time for crow. So either coming back into this stretch, or we'll bring our feet in closer, fingertips wide, knees towards the armpits. If you're not sure how to do this, there's a video from a few months ago on here that goes into more detail on it. But we're going to take our hands wide, pick up our hips, lean forward. Maybe picking up a foot, maybe picking up both feet. Keep your gaze forward, navel pulled in. And then we'll tap our toes back down. Make our way back to that squat. Slow your breath down. Inhale really deeply. And then we'll take our hands down, slowly shift the weight so that our hips are going back up, straight legs, forward fold. And then slowly begin to walk your hands out, come to downward facing dog. So we're gonna inhale our right leg up, bend at the knee, open your hips to the sidewalk. Try to keep your shoulder blades both pressing down, chest square with the floor. And then if it feels good and you like it, slowly, slowly drop your foot down behind you, picking up your right arm, coming to wild thing. And then exhale, take that hand back down, come back to your three-legged dog. And we're gonna step the right foot up to the hands. Coming to a low lunge. And then take your hands to your hips. We're gonna tuck our back toes under and lift up to a really low crescent. So squeeze the thighs together, back knee might be bent. That's fine. Inhale deep. Exhale, tap the back knee down. Inhale back up. 2, 3, 4, last one. Try to straighten the back leg a little bit more if you can. And then we'll open our hips to the side for Warrior 2. So check out your knee. Make sure it's pointing towards your second toe, which is pointing forward. Relax your shoulders. Press some weight back into the back foot. Gaze over the second finger of your front hand. Slow your breath down. And then our back hand will come to our back thigh. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Try to keep your chest open. Exhale, take your forearm to your thigh, extended side angle. So top arm can be up, or you can bring it in line with your ear. Try to open your chest up towards the ceiling. Press into the heel of the front foot. And then we're going to take that top hand, circle it forward, follow the body around, come to a forward fold. So try to keep your spine as long as you can here. So we're reaching our chest down, even if it means you need to only come part way down. On your next inhale, come part way up. Walk the hands back to the front of the mat. Frame your front foot. Step back to plank. Hold it. And we'll take the right hand down to the center. Inhale up. Side plank. Top leg can come up. Try to stack the hips on top of each other. Exhale that hand down, and then the left hand will come to center. Open up to the other side. Exhale back down. This time we're going to stay up on our toes. Lower all the way down if you need to, or come part way. Inhale, up dog or cobra. If you're in up dog, press back to plank, and then we'll all meet in downward facing. Once you're here, inhale, left leg up this time. Open the hip. Try to press both shoulders down. And then again, if it feels good, just drop your foot gently behind you. Open up for wild thing. Exhale, slowly back over. Three-leg dog. Step your foot up to your hands for your low lunge. Back knee comes down at first. And then we'll take our hands to our hips. Press the back knee up, coming to that really low crescent lunge. So your back knee can still be bent a little. Squeeze your inner thighs. Tap the back foot down, back knee down. 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming up and open up for warrior 2. So I'm going to switch my way around so I'm not facing away from you. Fingertips reaching. Open this knee up. And we'll take our back hand to our back thigh. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Extended side angle. Try to keep the chest open to the sky a little bit. And then we'll circle the top arm around, come to a forward fold. And then from here, this time we're going to come down to our knees. Take your knees so they're at a 90-degree angle from your hip, and your heels should be at a 90-degree angle from that. Slowly walk them out. Come down onto your forearms and press your hips back. So depending on your flexibility, you might be way closer to the floor than I am. So if you press back, the stretch gets a little bit more intense. Try to allow your muscles to stop fighting, holding you up. Or I guess fighting to hold you up. We want to relax down. If it feels good, you can come even lower down, pressing yourself back. And then on your next inhale, press your way up. Bring your feet together, knees together, and we're going to come to seated again. So take soles of the feet together, roll the shoulders back, bring your chest forward, either staying here or you can take your hands behind you, or you can lean forward a little bit. We're reaching our chest forward. On your next inhale, come up. We're going to send our right leg long. Left leg is going to cross just across the right thigh, and then we're going to lean forward. So if you have half lotus, you can come to that. If you have too much weight on your thigh, I like to hook my foot underneath my forearm and then just take a little bit of a weight off of my leg. And then reach your chest towards your foot rather than your face towards your leg. Make sure that this right toes are active, pulling back towards you. And then on your next inhale, we'll come up. The left sole of the foot's going to come down. Hug your left leg with your right arm. Reach really tall and twist towards the left. So as always, if you let go with your right arm and you unwind, you're taking too much of the weight into your arm. So try to just gently pull the leg towards you with the arm, but use the core to twist yourself. And then on your exhale, unwind. We'll switch over to the other leg. So bringing the ankle across the thigh, leaning forward. Again, I like to hook my arm underneath my leg to take weight off of that straight leg. Toes pulling back. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up. Take your right sole of the foot to the floor, hug the right leg with the left arm, reach really tall on your spine and twist towards the right. Inhale your way back to center. We're going to take soles of the feet together one more time. Reach really tall through the spine, leaning forward if it feels good. And then we're going to take our hands and make like a little basket. Take them under the feet, lean the weight back, and pull the feet off the ground. Letting the knees relax open. Pull your shoulders back. And then we're going to release our hands, coming back to boat. So I'm going to turn a little bit to the side so you can see. This time we're going to do 8 more boat crunches, but we're going to take the knees really wide as we come up. So we'll inhale back, 1. And then as you come up, take the knees out towards the outside of your shoulders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it out. And then come to lay all the way down on your back. Knees will come into the chest. Take your arms out to a T. Let your knees drop to the left. Inhale your way back to center. Let the knees drop to the other side. Inhale your way back up to center. Pull yourself into a tiny ball. Inhale. Take as much air in as you can. Flex as many muscles as you can. And as you exhale, lower yourself down. Find somewhere that feels good for Shavasana. So soles of the feet can be together. Your legs can be long. Whatever feels good. Take your palms to face up. Take 3 deep inhales through your nose. Exhale out through the mouth. So go ahead and stay in your Shavasana for as long as you feel. Thank you for joining me for class today. I hope that you feel really nice and refreshed and a little bit worked out. And I will post another video later on during this holiday, so probably beginning of next week, maybe the day after Christmas. So have a great Christmas if you're celebrating, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!